Hola y bienvenidos al curso de Programming on Python de IEI High School. En los siguientes videos hablaremos sobre los temas necesarios para poder entender y trabajar con el lenguaje de programación más popular del mundo. Procederemos a crear algoritmos y cómo aplicarlos en entornos comprensibles. Así que sin más, comencemos. Well, last class we were talking about comments and we made our first line of programming, the hello world. So today we are going to talk about variables. Now, variables are, as its name says, things that vary, that change. So these are values that are stored on the computer's memory temporarily, okay? Because they can change. We have four types of variables. We have an integer. An integer is a whole number without a decimal point, okay? Now, we also have floats, which are also numbers, but with a decimal point, like 4.9, where you see a rating here. Now, there is also a string, which is a sequence of characters. A sequence of characters could be anything that has characters on it, like a word, a sentence, etc. And a Boolean. A Boolean, it's something that is stored as true or false. For instance, when you go to a website and the website says, do you accept the cookies, yes or no? Yes is true and no is false. So you will see it everywhere, okay? Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see how it works on the program. Okay, so let's see. We're going to write, for instance, price, which could be 15 soles, right? Now, remember the comments. This would be an integer, okay? Or short would be int, okay? Now let's try with a float. For example, the dollar price could be approximately 3.75, right? This is a float. As I said, we have also strings, which are a sequence of characters. It could be a name. For example, I'm going to put my name, which is Germán, all right? And finally, we have a Boolean, right? Let's see. 15 years old. Now you see the under hyphen that I have there. So it could separate the word because this as one single sequence of characters is if you put a space on it, it will not be readable. Okay, so you have to put some kind of measure. Sometimes people tend to just put capital letters, separate, or to make it clear what the word is. Okay, so either of them work. Okay, so for example, true. All right. Now, so far, it doesn't do anything, right? How do we make it work? Or, how do we see some result on the console? Just by printing it. All right, so you print, for example, price. And what do you think it will show? It would be a 15, right? We could do the same with dollar. All right, print dollar, right? There you go. Print name. Oh, sorry. Print name, right? And so on, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be as we were doing, right? We could just basically put it all together in one line, depending, depending on what the result or the outcome you want it to be. But it could be you print an integer, a float, or a string together, depending on what you want to do, okay? And you could have many different ways of putting it together. For example, what do you think the sum of f plus f would be? So far, it is storing on the computer the value of f plus f. You don't see it. So how do you see it? Just by printing it, right? Oh, sorry. There you go. And let's click. What do you think it will show? Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the equal sign. So if you, for some reason, make a mistake, right? I was writing f plus f, but in this case, I don't have f plus f. So the computer will tell you invalid syntax because you don't see, the value of f anywhere. Okay? So if you sum dollar plus dollar, which is 375 plus 375, it will give you the value of 7.5, right? You could also print, or you could just make a little algorithm. Let's just call it combo and print name. And we will give it a little separation because if you just put name plus name together, it will be basically all together as one word. So we need to put some space. That's why I put the quotation marks here, right? Oh, but as I said, we have to print it so it will show on the screen, okay? There you go. You see, Germán. Now you could just put many more spaces and it will get longer and longer, etc., etc. All right. Now, something else you have to take into consideration is the fact that Python reads the last line of code assigned to your program or to your language. For example, if I put another price here, okay, let's just say it's instead of 15, 20. Now, it won't, well, let's see, let's just print it. And it will read, as you could see here, the 20 instead of the 15 because it reads the last, in this case, integer that you printed, that you showed, okay? So if you have many different lines, make sure that each one has a different tag, right? For example, we could just say price 2, comma, dollar, name, and if we print it, you could see it here, okay? So you have to be careful with how you use your tags, okay? Even though you may think that the computer will automatically do it, no, it doesn't work like that, okay? So far, I think it would be this would be enough for the day. Now, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll join you next class with inputs. All right. Have a wonderful day.